Air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Your vibes for the week ahead. You got one-sided. One-sided. So this card waves a red flag and a warning sign, okay, about the efforts that you are willing to put into certain areas of your life and how others who may supposed to be collaborating with you or in harmony with you are not necessarily doing their part, okay? So if you'll notice, air sign, this bridge is not built. It's only halfway built because your banging ass has done all the work on your end, and you're probably already starting on somebody else's half because you don't see the progress. This doesn't mean that you're building something or have a project. This could be the people in your life that just take and use you. Okay. Maybe you're overdoing it and going all the extra mile and you never receive that return. You don't receive the significance or the approval or the love or the validation or whatever you might be seeking. Okay. So Spirit is calling you to recognize when you're putting a whole heck of a lot of effort into some areas that you don't need to. All right. This week in relationships, into projects, whatever else, if you're not making sufficient progress and headway, it may be time to say pause on this or walk away. Okay. Because something is not getting done here. And this could be you or others, man. I just want to say not everyone is an innocent bystander. Sometimes this could be you who's not holding up your end of the bargain, and others are, and maybe they're frustrated. Okay. So air sign, what's going on? You've got the card number 36, 3 and 6 adds up to the number 9, which is kind of like tying up all the last loose ends before you finally conclude the chapter. You know, oh, I understand what this is about now. The card is differences. Okay. How crazy is this? You've got one-sided and differences. So that tells you that there's a contrast here between you and others, between differing opinions, between intentions, goals, motivations, life paths. Who knows what this is for you, air signs, okay? But you should know what it is. Differences. I really feel how that is the way that you are different from others, or this is different from that. You know what I mean? Spirit is highlighting it to you. Now, additional factor, the card is healing. Healing. So it's never healing to turn a blind eye to poor behavior. It's never conducive to harmony to wave away those red flags and to pretend like things are fair and balanced and okay. It's not healing. I feel like healing is needed for the overworked soul who is putting in way too much and not receiving that because they are that different one. And I feel how the air sign, you might be putting in all the work and all the effort in all these different areas, right? It feels like that black sheep thing. Like, I'm going to work so hard and love you so much so that you'll accept me at the level that I need you to, so that you'll appreciate me at the level that I feel significant, right? And yet it's not happening. I'm so sorry. I feel like it's a struggle and it's not happening this week. Spirit is saying, you're doing it for the wrong reasons. You're doing it for the wrong reasons. You're doing it for everyone else outside of you, and you're not saving enough left for yourself. That's why that bridge is flimsy. Okay, this healing needs to come to yourself. And this is some healing around some of these issues too. I'm sorry, but when we have to look that dead in the face and go, man, I can't lie to myself about this uncomfortable or hurtful situation anymore. I guess I'll feel the pain. I guess I'll see with clarity. I'll feel the pain and I'll begin to heal. But as long as I'm in denial about that being a problem or even a wound, then I'm never healing, right? I'm just avoiding all of that for fear of the pain of experiencing the emotions. They're already there. They're already there. So, air signs, follow me here. Healing needs to occur, but it will not occur until something gives here. All right. I really feel this. Something's got to give. And it's probably you just deciding to speak up because, like, what? I have to. Gemini, let's get here with you. Gemini, you've got the 6 of Swords and the 2 of Swords. So the 6 of Swords is about cutting away negative things from your life, your day, your schedule, what you'll eat or drink, what you'll watch, these kinds of things. 6 of Swords is about progressing in a positive direction, okay? I don't want any more lower vibe bullshit. I'm moving onward and upward. However, the 2 of Spades here speaks about procrastination. I'm burying my head in the sand. I don't want to have to make these healthy changes because it's hard. Like, I know that I should lose a few pounds or give up gluten or who knows what this is for you, okay, Gemini? But it's hard to make healthy decisions. Spirit says to give yourself grace. If you're doing it for the right reason and your heart is in it, then you're going to be successful ultimately. However, If you're trying to just do things and change your life or change yourself or change your path because you're trying to conform to this one, like I feel how it's not quite the right fit here. Okay. And what you're doing needs to be done for yourself, your health, the quality of your life, your intentional way of living and being, as opposed to wanting to bridge the gap and be the same as everyone else. I feel there's an aspect of Gemini who's trying to conform with the crowd and be accepted, and that puts you in a position that you don't necessarily like yourself on the other end. Okay, so whether this is like financially, or you're running out of time, or you just feel bad, maybe you're tired, so spirit is saying you've got to make sure that you're not being in denial about the choices that you make, and making them for other people, making your choices for people, other people in your life. Yes, I'm sorry, I'm trying to be gentle here. I can feel how some of the decisions that you make, it's like not going to benefit you in the long run, but for right now it's kind of fine. However, spirit is saying it's not fine if it's not a good thing in the long run, and you know this, and you're carrying it in the back of your mind. So spirit said it's hard to do what's right, and it might make you feel like the outsider, or not quite accepted, or like, you know, no one's gonna give back to you now because you didn't do that other thing for them. But hey, if that's the test, and if that's all it takes, Gemini, wouldn't you rather know good riddance? Good riddance. If that's all it takes for people to throw their hands in the air and say, I don't want nothing to do with you. You didn't wash my car. You know, well, fuck you and your car, bro. That's what I want to say for Gemini. Like, you don't got to buy people's love, affection, attention, or whatever this is. Like, it's there for you. You don't have to try so hard. And you don't have to bridge every gap and fix every problem. You're doing a great job, though. Spirit wants me to say that you're doing a damn good job of it, but you're running yourself out. You're tired, and healing is needed. You're not on the same schedule or rhythm as others in your life. You've got to honor your needs. You've got to step away and rest and eat and stay hydrated and have showers and do things that warm your heart, so that you're not just begrudging all the time that you're living in your life doing all these other things that you're doing. Okay, you've got to make some time count for you too, just because it's your time, it's your life, and you've got to make it your own. That will create more healing. Libra, son of a gun. Libra, these are freaking tough cards. They really are. Okay, so Libra, you've got one-sided differences and healing. One-sided screams red flag in relationship or connection. We're very different. There's a black cat and a white cat. We're very different. Okay, healing needs to occur here because something's out of whack. Libra, the first card that you have is a 10 of Cups. So 10 of Cups is about the supportive, loving relationships in your life. Okay, like your family, your close friends, your children, your partner, like your parents, your important relationships. The 10 of Cups are the people that are your folks that you spend time with, that you hang out with at home, that pay your bills, whatever. Okay, so that 10 of Cups, this is emotional stability and satisfaction. So Libra, there are differences here. There are red flags here, warning signs here. Healing needs to occur around these areas. And the 3 of Spades came out. 3 of Spades is about heartbreak, heartache, grief, infidelity, lying, stealing, cheating, this kind of thing. Libra, I'm sorry to put it like this, but it feels like someone close to you in your circle is up to some kind of poor behavior, and that's why things seem so imbalanced. Like, why don't you love me? Because they're up to no good. How come you're acting funny? You didn't take my call. Because they're up to no good. I'm sorry, but these cards indicate, I got chills right now, Libra. Someone is up to some kind of fishy behavior, and I'll just say this, like, we're not all innocent bystanders. So this could be you. This could be spirit saying, Libra, what are you doing? You're stepping into some kind of stuff that you know is not a good idea, right? However, if you know that your nose is clean, this could be someone close to you who's really dabbling in something that would be very hurtful. So please be observant. Recognize where these bridges are built and where they're lacking. That's going to tell you who is not showing up for you. And this is going to tell you fucking why. I'm sorry. And that will create healing. because we have to address our problems. If we don't address our problems, if we sweep them under the rug, they just get bigger and uglier and more painful. And you deserve better. God, I'm sorry. Okay. Aquarius, you also have one-sided, the number 36 differences and healing. So I see the red flag and the warning sign, and I feel like you may see this also. So I just want to draw your attention to the areas where you're putting in 100 and others aren't doing their part. It's time to rein it into that 50 and leave that space for those others to come part way. All right. The differences between you and others, sometimes you must agree to disagree, but as long as you are doing more than your fair share, they will never be able to step in and take up their part either. And I want to say this vice versa. If others are overdoing and you're not picking up your end, Spirit is calling you to create healing in those areas where you know it's lacking. Aquarius, balance is needed. Too much of even a good thing is not a good thing. Now, the cards that you have here is the Page of Cups, which is about new emotional feelings, new emotional patterns, new interactions, new ways of being, kind of youthful innocence. It could be new love coming into your life. It could be you feeling like, I don't know what the fuck is going on. Okay, this Ace of Clubs is about new actions, new ways of being, taking that action, a step in a different direction because this same old stuff is just not working. This could be Aquarius walking away from some stuff that is not emotionally fulfilling to them anymore. They're recognizing that this doesn't give back to me. And in fact, something else does, or my own solitude does, or whatever this could be, Aquarius. I do want to say, I see this person almost like he's groveling on his knees. And I feel here how that is not necessarily a sustainable way of being. Okay, I'll step in line. I'll be the way you guys want me to be. Okay, don't worry, I'll be just like everyone else. That's not necessarily sustainable. So no giving promises or speaking words or committing yourself to things that are not reasonable, things that are not logical to come to pass, because you can only stand in a narrow line for so long, right? Before you decide you're just going to stand up and walk regular. Okay, so walk regular now, but try to bridge some of these gaps if you can help it. And if you can see that there's no bridge in the damn gap, then you could dismantle that shit and go build it somewhere else and thrive all by yourself. And in fact, these cards say you might. These cards say Aquarius might decide to up their little heart strings and decide to take their actionable feet and go elsewhere with all of their amazing talents and skills and gifts and abilities and time, money, who knows what this is for you. Because if your efforts aren't rewarded by now, I feel like you're going to throw your hands in the air. You know what? I got to do something different. I got to do something different. And I feel like you are, and I feel like you're onto that. So keep expanding, Aquarius. Whoa. That's what I have for the air signs. Thank you, air signs. Sending love.